goodness, thank God I just realized it. Okay. So let's hit record. Is it recording now, guys? It should be. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm not going to just introduce myself again. So for anyone that didn't, that's watching the replay, I introduced myself and didn't hit record. So we'll just start off here. And yes, I am Serena Carcasole, founder of the Maven Women Entrepreneurs Network and the Visibility Maven. So I want you to shut off all distractions because I want you to really take this time for you, because this is the most important part of your business. Lead generation, of course, is the most important part of your business. And this is all about making sure that you capture all the information, because there is a ton of it. Okay, so I really, really want you guys to make sure that, maybe put your phone on airplane or anything like that. And also get your, just kind of close the door, maybe wherever you are, close the door so nobody disrupts you. And Carol, any way you can get rid of the black bar, it's cutting into the text. I'm sorry, I can't, but I'm going to push it to the bottom here, and I'll keep moving it so it kind of gets out of the way. Okay, sorry, I can't seem to get rid of it. I don't know why. I don't know, like there's no setting in Zoom to turn it off. So it might be like a video card on this new computer here that I have. So I'll have to look into this and contact them and find out. So moving on. Are you struggling to get clients and build your list? If you're struggling to pay the bills and see a profit in your business, spending a ton of time on social media with little or no return, and frustrated because you thought your new website would bring you clients, or you're feeling stuck and having a hard time to launch your business, this masterclass is for you, especially if you can't seem to get out of startup mode in your business, if you want to launch a product, program, or service to a new niche, if you want to take your business online, increase your income globally, if you want help with launching your book or getting it to go viral, if you want to start a podcast or YouTube channel and need content to add to it, if you're fed up of spending money on Facebook ads that are not converting, if you want to start a new business and not sure what you want to specialize in, and if you want to be proactive with constant Facebook changes and not have to worry about Facebook owning your business. And this, of course, especially for you if you're a mission-based entrepreneur and you want to build your audience, be seen as an expert in your industry, and start living life on your terms and become financially free. So, imagine being able to go on vacation as many times as you like every single year with your family or on your own with your friends. Or imagine how it would feel if you could work anywhere you want, whenever you want, on the beach. Who doesn't want to work with I like my pina coladas. I don't know about you guys, but I love pina coladas. Imagine how you feel if you could buy your dream house, cottage, or invest in a rental property. Or better yet, being able to, retire early, or retire and not have to worry about income coming in, and being able to travel the globe. Or better yet, imagine how you would feel if you could host your own events and fill them effortlessly. By building your email list and building your following, it is the biggest asset you could have in your business. Whatever content you put onto social media, it is not yours. You don't own it. Facebook owns it. Instagram owns it. Wherever, LinkedIn, Twitter, they own you. They own your business because they can take you down at any time. Whether it's because they don't like what you've said, maybe you posted something they didn't like, whether your account's been hacked into, and whether they're making all these changes. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll decide, it's time to make everybody pay to just be on Facebook and no more free advertising. Anything's possible. And to accept these changes, you need to be prepared. And if you are dependent on your social media, then your business is walking a very fine line. And having an email list is going to help you, because no matter what happens, you have people to reach out to. And also keep in mind, when you're going onto Facebook, what's the percentage of people that see your content? Is not even 4%. Not even 4. So if you only have a few hundred people following your page, or only a few hundred people in your group, 4% of those people, if you're lucky, if there's no links, if there's a link, then you're in more trouble. You're lucky if a handful of people actually see your posts. And then it kind of sucks when it's, grandma or your mom and your aunt, they're not your clients, right? They're not prospect clients. So you really want to, make sure that, even though social media is fantastic and is absolutely, important to be part of your business and your marketing, it should not be your sole marketing purpose. Like, you really need to build that list, because number one, people need to be in constant contact with you. And if the only way to do that is if they reach you on social media, they reach you on your email list, you come in their inbox, and you're kind of all over the place. So we're going to get a little bit more into this and what that all means. but it is absolutely important to build your list without a doubt. So just to tell you a little bit about my story, I started as an entrepreneur 12 years ago. And I started off as a freelancer slash virtual assistant, and it rapidly turned into like a marketing agency. And I have worked with over 400 clients, all of them being in majority, like not all of them, but a large portion of them are online courses. Majority of them are online businesses, but a large portion were like, in the service-based business such as coaching, or health and wellness, etc. And what ends up happening is they all build this website, and then they think, okay, I'm done. I have a website, I have a logo. Now I'm just going to use social media, go posting in all these groups and try to find clients. And 3 to 5 years later, they're still in the same boat. I can't spend money on my business until I have a client or I get consistent clients. And then guess what? They get nowhere. They end up spending their money on the wrong things. They put $50 into Facebook ads that return absolutely nothing, because they think that, you just put a $50 in there and you can hopefully get a lead or two. When in reality, it takes weeks for the algorithms to really set in properly. So, they were just making a lot of mistakes, and I felt their pain. Like, I could see it, and I felt it, and I felt bad for them. And even for myself, because I was very much into, and I had my daughter at home with me. My husband was working a lot of hours because he had his own business also. So he was, a home inspector going everywhere, and I was managing his business too. I didn't have time to go network and meet people. I went to 2 events. My whole 12 years of being in business, I've been to 2 events, and both events brought me in clients, and they turned into referral after referral. I got lucky there. But the whole purpose of that all is that I had to utilize the internet to grow my business. And I'm not the type of person to be, when we first started anyways, it didn't matter. You didn't need to be on video and stuff like that. That wasn't really when it started. But I'm not one to go on video and stuff like that. And I believe that you need to focus on where your strengths are. And if your strengths are, not being on video, then don't be on video. Do what really works best for you and work your way up to where you want to be. Now, I'm not saying not to be on video, because I highly recommend it. And this is another topic for another day. However, just start where you're comfortable and where you shine, and you will grow. When you start where you're uncomfortable and things are not working for you, you're not going to grow and shine. So what ends up happening is I had to utilize the internet in so many different ways. And for me, it was building my list. I knew was the most important thing. And if any of you know Jeff Walker, who is the product launch specialist, he is known about the product launch formula. And he said that your list is your asset. And I knew that from the beginning, but of course I was just a virtual assistant. What would anybody think about that, right? Would anybody believe about that? So I decided that it's most important for me to continue to building my list, and I'm going to be really good at it. So I started doing all these different things and building my list, like having a summit. And I rapidly grew my influencer status. People knew me because of my brand, because of my caricature. So I knew how to turn it around and how to make this, video, not being on video, be something that would, become profitable for me. And so, building my caricature really helped me with that. So anyways, I was doing a lot of summits and stuff like that. And I grew my list very quickly. And then I started doing it for my clients, and I was growing their lists very quickly. And I started to realize where things started to really kind of unfold is that, building amazing content, being all over the place, building that list so you can repeatedly contact people is where I was, where people shine. And that's when I started to really start helping people. So now that I, started building my list, believe it or not, as I built that list, I became, I became this I became an influencer. Amazing Women of Influence, unfolded. And it actually was one of my bigger summits that I did. And it turned into a brand unexpectedly. It was supposed to be a summit that was just supposed to help me for, getting my agency out there a little bit more in front of more people. Because every time I know I needed a little bit more of a kickstart in getting in front of more people, I would do a summit. And all of a sudden, the Amazing Women of Influence turned into this incredible brand. I started a Facebook group called Amazing Women of Influence. I think it probably started off as Amazing Women of Influence. All of a sudden, I decided, okay, let's change it to Amazing Women Entrepreneurs Network. And it just unfolded and turned into a business. A coach training fell into my lap. And I said, oh, that's cool. I always wanted to be a coach, which I was already a certified health coach. That's another story. I didn't take it to become a health coach. I actually took it to better myself for my clients, to make sure my clients were well taken care of. But again, another story for another day. But I really wanted to take more business coaching. I took it. Just everything just unfolded. The year of 2016, I think it was 2017. Sorry. And I actually, I got 2 clients my first month, and I didn't even start my training yet. I had already had 5 figure. My first month as a coach was already 5 figures, and I didn't even start my training yet. My training was starting just like a week or two later. So it was like everything was just unfolding. Like sometimes things just happen and they just start unfolding, and it's unbelievable. So as I discovered that, I finally felt like I knew what I discovered the formula for what a successful business online is. I also discovered that earning 6 figures was not going to be difficult and can be done right if done right and the proper steps are followed. Now I had a 6 figure business, a lot sooner than that. This is when I'm talking about my main summits, it was 2017, but I started doing summits, oh my gosh, back in, I don't even remember if it was 2011 or that, but I had reached to 6 figures in my business rather quickly. But I started to see where my clients could start getting 6 figure businesses when I started, playing around with the internet more and learning about list building and that. But most of all, I found myself. I finally found the way I could make a difference in this world. And I finally found my purpose. And starting the Amazing Women Entrepreneurs Network has been like a life-changing event for me, because I could finally help people that I can help, that I couldn't help everybody. Being a service provider like a virtual assistant or marketing agency, not everybody can afford your services. Not everybody can help you because they don't have the income. But building the network allowed me to finally get the word out and help people. And of course, it rewards me in so many different ways also. So now I help women entrepreneurs who struggle with getting visible and getting clients to build a very successful standout brand, become influencers, and get profitable in less time, having a lot of fun along the way. So did you know that it takes 8 to 12 times? It used to be 5 to 10 times, but it actually takes 8 to 12 times to be in one's face in order to make a sale. Longer gone the days where you can just go up to someone, make a sale, and say, hey, I want you to buy from me, and they'll just buy from you. It's way past that. And that's why list building is so important, because you can be in people's face often by sending them an email once a week or once a month, or, of course, they see you on social media also. And having an email list also means that you can build your social media following, right? Because you're sending people to, Facebook, and people that are from Facebook, you send them to your email list. So it becomes this amazing vortex, right? Of constant people that are you're interacting with, and, turning them into leads and sales. And I have to just message my daughter to come get my dog because he's about to start barking. Sorry guys, 1 second. Rocky needs to go bathroom. Oh my goodness, of all times. He's about to start barking. He's like huffing at me. Okay, there we go. And Facebook is making it very hard for non-advertisers to get visible and profitable. Like if you're not doing advertising, they have they're not allowing you to promote. Like especially if you have outbound links, they don't want you to promote. They don't show your post. They want you to do more videos and live videos and stuff like that. So this is where, you can't depend on Facebook anymore for business whatsoever. And there's really millions of clients in your niche waiting for your products, programs, and services, right? But they don't know that you exist, because you're hiding on Facebook and they're not seeing you, and they're not seeing the posts that you have. There's how many millions of people are joining on a daily basis on Facebook. So building your list is the fastest path to kickstart your success. Now look at all these things again. I talk a lot about Facebook because that's where majority of us are spending most of our time. Okay, so look at all this stuff that's going on with Mark Zuckerberg here, and the politics on all this. He's being sued and all that stuff. I don't even know. I don't even pay attention to that anymore because I find it ridiculous. But what if one day all of a sudden, somebody decides that they don't want him on Facebook. They don't want to be on Facebook anymore because of all this politics that's going on. And you never know what could go wrong. Sometimes it's having one bad person in your business that can mess everything up, right? So what if he hires the wrong person? Everyone leaves Facebook. What happens to your business then? Right? So that's why it's important to be in more than one place. And that's why it's important to have your own asset for your business, which is your email list, because you can take that anywhere you go. You can't take your website with you. Well, your website kind of can, but it can be taken away from you also through your hosting company. But your email list is always yours. Okay, and you can take it anywhere you go, whether it's a new social media, you want to refer them to a new social media company, website, or whether you just want to, email and market them and sell to them. So building your list is necessary because social media is not dependable and not easy to get clients. It saves you money on advertising. It gives you an audience to promote your product, service, and events to. An audience, you have an audience to launch your new book and get bestseller status. You can get feedback and learn what your audience really needs, and this is very vital, very important here. You build your reputation and get referrals and raving fans. You grow your social media following with targeted leads. And of course, I'm going to give you my top 10, actually, I think it's 11 ways to build your email list. I added an extra one as we were talking. So before I move on and start with the first one, let's see here. Yes, that's a scary thought. What if Facebook shuts down? Exactly. Anything's possible. Bad hacker, wrong hackers, anything. And people want to boycott it because you don't like what's going on. Or, even worse, Facebook says you're out unless you pay. And what if they only want the really expensive brands on there? Anything's possible. They go where the money goes. And, if you can, if you can't if you really can't focus on bringing your business and having it in your hands, you are in trouble. And this is not a business anymore. It's really considered a hobby. Right? So you want to own your business. It's absolutely important. And that's why every time you go to the big brands' websites, they try to get your email. They want you to know about special promos that are going on. They want you to know, they want to get on the newsletter to get 20% off. They never just say get on our newsletter. It's always like get on our newsletter and get 10% off your first, your next purchase or whatever, right? So absolutely important, absolutely important. Okay, so somebody had their hand up before, and I just want to make sure that nobody wants to ask a question or say something. Okay, it's gone. Okay, it looked like somebody was. Let me get her in there below. Okay. So let's talk about your website. So your website, there's different things that you could do to build your list. And ultimately, there's things like a pop-up box, which has very high conversions. However, a lot of people like them. And so, it's a love-hate relationship with that. Some people love them, some people don't like them. And the ones that love them are usually the people that are, they're the website owner and the people are signing up because they're getting more conversions. So pop-ups are definitely great for you to have. Just make sure you're doing it strategically in a sense where, don't make it pop up right away. Don't make it constantly pop up. Make it easy for them to exit off. Those are little things to keep a lookout for. Okay. So definitely having a pop-up is very important. And these are some pop-up ideas. You could do like a PDF report, a webinar, e-series, whatever it is. You have some awesome opportunities when it comes to pop-ups. Another way is just in line. As soon as they come to the website, you have like this little message. And yes, I want instant access. And either this clicks and opens up a what it calls a light box where they can subscribe to it, or it takes them to another page. Ultimately, the less clicks, the better. So if you're going to have them click, it's probably better that you have them click to open up where they can automatically sign up right away. So you can put it on, it could be front and center of your web page. Or you can have like a box either at the very top or in the middle of the page or at the very bottom of the page that tells them to grab the free gift. Here's another one. So let me just move that box here. Here's another one. Another one. So some things that you want it to be able to be where it's very evident that you see it right away. In the middle of the page also, you can have it more than once. You can have it multiple times for different things. Actually, the more opt-ins you have on your website, the better for different things. Like especially, let's just say if you're a health coach and you do different things. Let's just say you do weight loss and you do or weight gain and weight loss, or maybe you help people with like hormones, and then you also help people with their weight and stuff like that. You might want to have different opt-ins throughout your website to attract more leads, because some people may not be interested in weight loss, but they might be interested in, dealing with their hormones, right? Or vice versa. They don't know that they have a hormonal problem and they just want to know about weight loss. So you want to be able to have multiple opt-in boxes throughout your website that specializes in different things to help you capture more leads when they come there. And so, like I said, you could have something at the bottom of the website or in the middle and in different areas. Another great way is to also have it in your the sidebar. So if you have a blog, you can put it on your sidebar so people are constantly seeing it. There's always a place for them to see where it is. I'm just going to see who's unmuted here. I'm going to mute. There we go. There's a few people that are not muted. Let me just mute you guys. Okay, there we go. So you have your widget on your sidebar. Another option is, okay, well, I missed one. Did I miss it? Maybe it's on another slide. Okay, we'll get to that one then. Another one is your, having a lead page, right? A specific page only for that opt-in. And you can direct people to that. So some people don't even have websites and they only have opt-in lead pages. Because websites these days are not like they used to. They don't sign up, like people don't sign up and come to websites as often as they used to, because we're just so busy on social media and that. So some people just focus on like a lead page or opt-in page. And that could be like an opt-in to maybe your challenge, you're having a challenge, or it's for a PDF download for like, something specific like a checklist or a template, or maybe it's an article on a PDF document, or maybe it's an ebook or a chapter of an ebook. Another one could be like an interview, an audio interview, or a meditation, or a video, or maybe you could do like a 3 or 5 part video series. A lot of people do that now, video series where, watch one video, then another one opens up, then another one opens up, and then the last one normally is telling them to either sign up for a webinar or call for a consultation or buy their product or program. And then, of course, there's for webinars, downloads for webinars. So like, for example, this one here, Jeff Walker was telling you, the product launch specialist, this is for his workshop. It's a 3 or 4 part, I think it's a 4-part video series. And so you just, click on that and you sign up and it takes you to his video series. This one also is a product launch, and I believe this is for his blueprint. So, right, so you have specific pages that have no distractions but for people to sign up. You do not want to have distractions when it comes to lead pages or sales pages. It's better for conversions for sales. So some people, I noticed, they put a sales page up and then they have their menu bar at the top and their logo, or they have another menu at the bottom. Don't do that. You don't want to gear people away from your sales page or a lead page. You want them directly to sign up and only do that and have no other distractions. So some ideas for like I said, those PDF downloads are like articles, cheat sheets, checklists, chapters of a book. Your video series, your MP3 recordings, a newsletter sign up. Newsletter signups don't work as well unless you're already like a pretty big brand and you have a lot to offer. Then of course people may sign up for your newsletter. But it doesn't hurt to have it up there. Events like evergreen webinars where it's constant, like you have it already pre-recorded. Like let's just say this is a webinar and it was already pre-recorded. I record it and I can use it over and over again and just have people opt in, and I can do it in Facebook ads and stuff like that. You can, like I said, the coupon code, tutorials, like a how-to tutorial on how to use something or do something, or free access maybe to your membership like we do with Thrive Circle. We give them free access, and we have an opt-in page for people to opt in to be able to get access to registration links, etc. As I was mentioning about the free webinars, evergreen or live, you can do masterclasses, workshops. It could be the launch of a product, a service, or program. It could be for upcoming events, whether it's live or online, or informational just for fun, like this, for to help build your list, and to just be known as an influencer, and by giving a lot of great quality free content. So as an example, this is a opt-in page for a webinar that we do every Wednesday for my client, who happens to be Radiant Coaches Academy, and they are our sponsor of the network also. And we have an opt-in page just for their, for our weekly webinar for their coaching program. Or here's another one. This is for my virtual summit academy, where I train people on how to host their own summit, and we have a sales page for that also. So let's get into some juicy stuff about Facebook and social media. But right now, let's start with Facebook. Of course, there's Facebook ads that you can do. You can build your list with, and the best way to really do Facebook ads is for people to sign up for either a free gift like a PDF, some kind of PDF document that's something tangible they can download, or they can sign up for a free event or webinar. And then with pixels and stuff like that, you're able to continuously like it tracks people's usage and where they click and how they click, and then you can send out consistent targeted ads to these people. So for instance, they reach your webinar and they come to your webinar, and then that pixel tracks it, so knows after the webinar that the second ad's going to go out to the people that attended the webinar, and it's going to show it on their Facebook to the sale is going to go up in 10 days. Let's just say $1,000 off your program, and then it's next ad will be like the day before, we have 24 hours, we're closing. Like that's what Facebook ads does, allows you to trickle and get a hold of people, and be able to target them to get more sales. But of course, we all know that Facebook ads are very expensive. There's a lot of people that try it. I see them try all the time. $50 is not going to get you anywhere. Like if you're having an event tomorrow or Wednesday, you're definitely not going to get anywhere if you're going to try to post an ad, because it could take, I don't know how many days it is now, but it could take up to 48 to 72 hours for them to even approve an ad. For an ad to go through, and then your event is already over. It's over in an hour by the time it goes live. And also with Facebook algorithms, it takes weeks for it to pick up, and sometimes months, actually more like months, for it to really perfect it. You got to test it, play around with your audience, and really see what's the best audience. And once you're done testing it, and then you've got it kind of runs on automation after. So Facebook ads has this very, very highly qualified. You need a highly qualified person to really take care of it. Doing it yourself, there's very low chance, especially nowadays, how busy it is now to do it, how many people are constantly doing a lot of promoting. You're going to need to know the ins and outs of training, and that's thousands of dollars. Like I paid $5,000 to be part of a really great Facebook ads training team. So it's not easy. So definitely not something that is for just anybody. Save your $50. We're going to talk about Pinterest. You're better off putting your smaller budgets towards Pinterest ads. Facebook groups. Love that. So let me see what my next slide is, because I'm not really sure. Let's Instagram. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Facebook groups. And I think I have some slides on that. So basically the Facebook groups, allows you to connect with your audience. Like you can go to other groups and then promote on those promo days, but those never work. You hardly get, no people that promote on those promo days are only there to promote. They're not there to really learn from anybody. That's why the Amazing Women Entrepreneurs Network is a no pitch zone, no promo zone group, unless you're a mentor on the network, because you are doing a lot of special work to help people in the network by doing lots of free training, stuff like that. So you're allowed to do some promoting and stuff like that. But we do occasional days where you can promote, but the group runs beautifully. It's growing very quickly. We have some amazing people in there, and everybody is just having great heart-to-heart conversations and helping each other, and that's what this is all about. And by creating that kind of group, you build a reputation not only for yourself, but people. I ask questions when people come into the group. Where did you hear from us? What are you struggling with? Because I want to know what people are struggling with. But one of the questions is, where do you hear from us? And a lot of them tell me, well, my friend told me about it. I was referred to join this group. They heard this group is amazing. And so it's that's pretty cool, right? To hear that. It's a no pitch zone group and people want to join it. That's beautiful. We went from just over 2,000 in August. We're now at over 7,000. Growing very quickly. No ads. No ad spend whatsoever. Okay, so really, really important to have a great group that has a lot of conversation going on, so people will actually listen to you, not just think, oh, there's another promotional post, I'm not going to bother, because people don't end up paying attention to it. I have another group called the Business Lounge for Women Entrepreneurs. That group allows you to promote, and there's no conversation that happens in there. People only come and go. They come to promote and they leave. And even though you tell them you have to promote, you have to interact in the group if you want to promote, they still don't do it. So right now, that group for me is just a list builder. When people come in, I ask questions. Do you want my gift, my get visible, get clients, get profitable blueprint? They say, heck yeah. I send it to them. I get them on my list. So I use it basically for a list builder. So there's a bonus for it there. But the Amazing Women Entrepreneurs Network also is not only amazing group, but I also use it as a list builder too. But most of all, I use it because I network, and then we get to all connect and converse together. So definitely having your own group is so much more beneficial than posting in other people's groups. Being in other people's groups is great and interacting with them, but if you really want to build your influencer status and you really want to build your list and people to pay attention to you, having your own group is a great way to do it. So let's talk about Instagram. And then I think we're going to get back into, what's it called? A little bit of Facebook again. I think I have some other slides there about Instagram. There's a few things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about shadow ban. We're going to talk about proper use of hashtags, link in bio, Combin. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Combin. I'm going to call it Combin. And then grow your Instagram following on Turbo. Okay. So let's start with shadow ban. The term shadow ban is used to refer to instances where your posts are not appearing in hashtag search results. And this can directly impact the ability for non-followers to discover your profile and content, resulting in lower engagement. In such cases, your post may still be seen by existing followers, but not to anyone else. So there is a tool that you can use for shadow banning. Is it here? Oh, I thought I made a copy of it. Anyways, if you go into this bit.ly/instaban, if you go to that bit.ly link, you'll be able to access it. You put your profile in there, and it'll tell you if you've been shadow banned, which means if you use a specific hashtag that Instagram it doesn't like and is banning, well, that means you could be banned also because you're using it, and you're consistently using it because you don't know if it's a bad one or not. Sorry, guys, I need to take a sip of water. Okay, sorry about that. Any questions first before we move on? I just want to make sure. Does anybody have any questions you want to ask? Let me just move Michelle into the panelists. Are we good? No questions? Everybody's good? We're just absorbing all my crazy information, all my chit-chatting? Okay, good. Well, feel free to ask questions in the chat box. So you got to be very careful. So we're going to talk about hashtags now and how to select great hashtags. Okay. Okay, that's good. No questions yet. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Info. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so hashtags. Instagram is dependent on hashtags, and you're allowed to use up to 30 hashtags. Okay, use them all. Take advantage of it. Use them all. Here's a little trick, because it doesn't look really nice sometimes, when you're posting in your comment and then you see all these hashtags that it kind of covers up. It's hard to read what you actually posted in the comment. They're like in the actual description area. So you can post them in your comment. So you can post your post and then go in your comment and post all your hashtags in your comment. Or break it up. Take a little bit for your main description and then put the rest in your comment. And it still counts. It still shows up in the hashtag area. So that's a great way also if you want to get it going some more. So you can only have 30 though. You only have a max of 30 for one post. You cannot use more than that. Now when picking your hashtags, you're doing your research, and there's some apps that allow you to search what are good hashtags or not. Or which are popular too. Like, you don't want a hashtag that has too many followers. It's too competitive. Okay, so let me move this out of the way because I know you guys can see it there. So for example, this hashtag entrepreneur, 43 million, way too many. You're never going to show up on the top of this hashtag, so you'll never be seen. But if you go for something like 127,000, then guess what? That's great. You have a much bigger chance of being at the top of those hashtags, okay? And your post will get seen more. When I used to have, post specific hashtags, and when I realized that, oh my gosh, like here I am picking these hashtags I thought were great, but you know what? The majority of them were too high, like were too competitive. I ended up finding that 50% of my posts followers started to increase by 50%. When I changed all my hashtags to something that was under 1 million. Okay, so this is your rule: 100,000 to 1 million. Pick hashtags that are only 100,000 to 1 million. Okay. Is there a list of shadow banned hashtags? I'm not sure about that, to be honest with you. But if you go to that link, it might give you some more information. I just discovered this shadow ban link maybe today or yesterday, a couple days ago, maybe yesterday, something like that. So I'm not even sure if there is a list of them. So you can even just Google. Like, Google is amazing, right? Go to Google and type up, banned hashtags or shadow banned hashtags or shadow ban. Just look that up and then see what comes up. But that is really important. And the whole purpose of us talking about hashtags is the fact that it's a great way for you to build your list, because you can post something that tells people to, follow you, that really attracts them. They go check your profile, they go to your link, where your link that's in the bio, and then they have an opportunity to get on your list, right? And here I've got another really cool tool that I'm absolutely in love with that I'm going to show you now. But top hashtags on Instagram. There's a lot of great, oh, that's great. Social Insider. Thank you for posting that, Kayla. Yeah, a lot of hashtags that are, top in are probably too competitive. And unless you have a major following and major comments happening on you're probably not going to be seen. So the best way to look up really good hashtags is there's this one app that I use that's really good that I occasionally use. It's called Hash Me, I think it's called. Can you type that in for me, Kayla or Laura? It is, one second here. Let me pull it up because it's on my phone. It is Hashme, Hashme. It's an app on my iPhone, and you type in a word, a keyword, and it brings up all these different hashtags. And if you go premium, which is only, let's see, how much is premium? I haven't purchased it yet because I also use Tailwind, which tells me what's good or not. But you get free 7 days for free, and then $11.99 a month. So Hashme is a great app that will help you, and I'm sure there's a ton of others. Thank you, Kayla. The link is in comments. There's a ton of other, there's so many things out there that helps you with hashtags, but it'll tell you what's good to use and what's not good to use. But I always check first to see how many, what the competition is on it. If it's anywhere between 100,000 and a million, maybe slightly over a million, but I would prefer under a million, then I know it's a decent hashtag. Okay, and you have more chance of seeing. I'm telling you, I went from like two to 400, views on my on my posts to like anywhere from like 6, 7, 800 to 1,000, over 1,000. I've even had a few posts that are like 1,500. And it's like, wow, like I had one Oprah post that just like went wild, and I had ended up having almost just under 1,500 views, and at that time I had maybe I was probably anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 followers at that point. I didn't have like a huge following or anything like that. But anyways, a great way is, again, hashtags and properly using the right ones. Another awesome thing is called link in bio. There's a few things. I used to use, oh my goodness, what was it called? Everybody uses it. Linktree. Linktree is another one where you can put multiple links. They give you one link to use, and then you can put multiple links within it so that you can tell people to go link in bio. They click on it and they'll see all the different options. I love this link in bio because it actually replicates your feed, and you can select each one and put a link with each image. So as you can see here, this is my profile, okay? And this is my link in bio when they click on it. So this image, let's just say they liked this image and the message that I posted, and they wanted to learn more about how to get, let's pretend that particular image was telling them, oh, let's look at this one here, sorry, my free masterclass for today. So let's just say they saw this and they want to come to this masterclass. If they click on my link in bio, they see that image again, they click on it, and it takes them automatically to that link that I want them to go to. This is good for affiliate marketing. This is good for your events. It's good for your freebies. It's good for, your anything, just, your service, your calendar, you name it. So it's very, very valuable. It's a great little feature. And it's late. This is called link in bio, but this one here is through later.com. That's it. The app is called Later, Later. Kayla, if you can put that in there also. Later, why aren't you showing? There you go. Let me put you in as co-panelist, actually, co-host. Sorry, let me just make her co-host just in case. All right, she needs to do anything there. Hey, I'm on your page. Laugh out loud. Oh, you're so funny. You are, Laura. That's right. This is Laura. This was her master class. So now, oops, oh, it went too fast. This is her master class. So I was able to post it and now post the hashtag, the link. And if somebody went to my link in bio, they can click on the image and they'll go directly to where they want to go. Instead of like the other one, like called Linktree, instead of having 20 different links to choose from, it actually is not recommended to do that. You are better off only having a couple of things because the people get confused and they don't click on anything. But here, there's no link for them to read through. It's just, oh, I'll find the same image and I'll click on it. So I really like it. I guess I would love your feedback, your guys' feedback, everyone here. If you saw link in bio, you clicked on it and you saw this, does this tell you, does it make you feel like to go click on the image? Or, oh, what am I doing here? Got some things popping up. Do you feel like it would put, you'd be able to click on that image, or do you feel like it's confusing? I would love to hear what you guys think. So let's go to the chat box. I'm glad Kayla's on. She's great. This stuff is much faster than me. No problem, Laura. Kayla, thank you, Kayla, for later.com. Awesome. So does anybody here, now that you're seeing this, would you click on one of these images? Would you know automatically? It says here, tap on any image to learn more, but it's not very direct information. I wish it would be that you could put a little bit more detail. But if you saw this, would you know to click on the image? Awesome. Click on the image. Yes, definitely. I love this. I think it's completely clear. Do I need to click on the link in the corner? Could you please tap on an image to show us? Sorry, this is just a photo, so I can't click on it, but we could definitely go on to my webpage, and we'll look at it in a second. So yes. Oh, yes, I would use it. Oh, perfect. Awesome. I'm glad you guys love it. That's exactly what I need to hear. Perfect. Oops. Another awesome thing with Instagram is called Combin, C-O-M-B-I-N. And this will help you build your following. This will help you do mass commenting, mass liking, instead of you spending, hours like going through people's stuff. Like that's the best way to really build your following on Instagram, which again means more people coming to your profile to build your list. I know this is a little bit off topic, but it really is about list building too, because it's bringing you leads, right? It's all about lead generation. And that's what we're doing for social media. So coming here, you look up a hashtag. You can look up a hashtag or specific people or whatever it is, and then you just like see the posts that come up, the most recent posts, and you can like mass click on a bunch of them, and then you can either click to like their post, right? What happens to people usually do is they look at who likes their images, and then they go check it out and see if they're good, and they end up following that person, or they end up checking out their profile. So you can mass like, or you can mass comment. Like, let's just say you just want to say like awesome, or now it's much better to put in like a really good comment. So you can comment on individual ones, or you could do a mass comment on numerous of them, but put something of value. Don't just put a heart or just say awesome, because you know what? That doesn't attract people. People won't get attention to want to follow you and see what it is that you have to offer. Okay, so try to be very, very strategic at doing some good comments. But you can also mass like these people. So let's just say that these people all look pretty good. You like their posts, so most likely they're going to follow you back. So that's a way to build your following very quickly. Could you type the link in the chat? Can't see it at the bottom of the page. For Combin, I'm going to give you a link now in a second. I have a different link. It's a link that's made especially, it's one of my affiliate links. So, but yes, Combin is great. They have a free option, I think, and then they have the upgraded paid option, which would, of course, be even better. Let's see. I read somewhere that you need comments that have more than 3 words in them. Yes, actually, I heard it's more than 3 words. I heard it's like, oh my gosh, I don't remember if it was 5 or 6 at least minimum. Then or else it's going to kind of be considered spam. So that's why it's important to be careful, put value. And that's why when you're sending comments, don't just like say awesome or just send a heart emoji or anything like that. But believe it or not, now that's all I see. Like I've got all kinds of comments. I get comments on my images, and some people put some decent comments, but majority of the comments are like a hashtag emoji, or or high five or whatever. Like you don't see too many people. Everybody's in such a rush these days. But ultimately, the better the post is, the better it is for you. Okay, because people are going to capture your attention. So go to amazingwomenentrepreneursnetwork.com/COMBIN, Combin, okay? Let me copy and paste. Let me just back out of my screen here really quickly so I don't have to type it, and I'll just post it in there for you guys. Okay, that's it, Combin. So that's one option for building your list very quickly, because again, you're building your following on Instagram. That means more people are coming to your account. That means more opportunity for people to click on your link, your posts, or your link in bio, etc. Now, getting to 10,000 is your ultimate dream. Getting to 10,000 followers gives you all kinds of amazing extra features. For example, one could be the swipe up feature. So in your Instagram stories, you could tell check out this free gift, or check out this product, whether it's an affiliate or whether you're known as an influencer, because people start to pay you once you start reaching a certain amount. You're considered a micro influencer, or of course, as you get into the hundreds or millions of followers, then you're considered an influencer. And you have opportunity to send people to wherever you want them to go. your website, your freebie, your product, anywhere, the affiliates, the people that want you to pay you to promote their stuff, etc. So getting to 10,000 is so great, but you don't want 10,000 leads just for the hell of it and not have quality leads. That's why you could buy mass following buy 5 or 10,000 followers or 100,000 followers, but they're all going to be like, either there's a lot of them that are fake followers or chatbots, that they're follower bots, so they're not even people that exist. The numbers go up and down, and you don't want fakes just to have the number, because people will know that you have 100,000 followers and only 100 likes on your post. People are going to know that, or maybe 10 likes on your post, right? And then it's going to look really bad on you, right? So you don't want to buy fake followers. You want to make sure that you're getting the right targeted people. So my next one that is really amazing that I'm going to show you, and see, that was in the wrong. See this group here. This is my question box for Facebook. Sorry, it was in the wrong spot, but I'll go through it in a second. So you want to make sure everything is like streamlined, targeted leads, so that you can get something out of it. Now, here's another one that is a service that I use and I really love. They help me grow my audience, and it's all organic. They focus on getting real followers that are your target audience. You tell them who your competitors are, or some Facebook profiles that not Facebook. Gosh, I keep saying Facebook. Instagram profiles that are like your audience, and they start helping you grow your following. And you can get anywhere from 1,500 to 3,000 followers in a month, depending on what your product, like what it is that you do, how specialized, how niched it is, etc. And it's actually half price only if you're if you're with the Amazing Women Entrepreneurs Network with my specific link. It's half price at $99, regular $199 a month. Well worth it. Grows your following fast, but it grows it organically. It's not like what they call black hat. It's not illegal type of followers. It's not fake followers. They're all real. Okay, so it's a great service that helps you to get you to 10,000 that much faster. You have to be very, very aggressive with your social media and consistent if you want to be able to do it on your own. But this means like mega, like moving and hustling on social media constantly, day and night, in order to get some pretty good followers. You could do even a challenge or a contest that helps you to get more followers really quickly and stuff like that. Ads, of course. But this is another great way to do it, where monthly you're only paying $99 a month. And they help you slowly while you're still posting and doing your posting. They don't do commenting or posting. You got to take care of that yourself. But they're helping to grow your following, and they're doing liking other posts and stuff like that. So anyways, it's really cool. And I'm telling you now, almost everybody, all these influencers, they didn't start off at zero and go to 100,000 in a day. Believe me, they didn't. They all purchase. They all tell you to buy leads and stuff like that. So they either did it through their ads, or they did it by getting some fake. They interchange and throw in some fake ones every so often. Okay, so definitely a great way to do it. I wouldn't go conversing and telling everybody, oh, I bought Facebook, Instagram followers. It's not something I'd probably go advertise to everybody, but whatever you can do to get to that 10,000 to make you to have all these extra little features that Instagram allows once you get to that number. Okay. And then again, if people are looking for influencers, if you have over 10,000, you start to see a lot more, some people start to approach you and say, hey, by the way, I'm interested in, I like what you post. I see your Instagram following, your following and stuff like that. And I'm interested to potentially, they could hundreds of dollars, some pay thousands, tens of thousands of dollars to influencers, to the higher influencers, right? They'll pay tens of thousands of dollars for them to post on their page, post their product on their page. So half of the time when you look at these influencers and you see them posting a lot and they're showcasing all these products, it's probably because they're paid for it. They're paid influencers. And you could get a few $100s to a few, like I said, a few thousands. Great opportunity. Okay, let's go back to the Facebook group. As I was mentioning about the groups before, where you get, you can ask them questions, they'll reply, and they'll give you their email. Okay, the only thing I forgot to put here is I updated it yesterday, because we did a Tuesday class on privacy policy with our legal specialist and talking about GDPR and stuff like that. And so important to have people linked to your privacy policy. So I changed it so it says that they they can visit my privacy policy for more information, because that's a GDPR issue. You don't want to have any problems. Okay. So you're letting them know that they're going to leave your email, but you're also letting them know that, they're going to get on your email list or your newsletter. You're going to email them periodically, or else then that's kind of considered spam if you just send them your book and then, your ebook, and then you don't say anything about them getting anything else from you. So keep that in mind. But it's a great way to build your list. Facebook groups, great way. Have your own group, ask questions, you'll start to see a lot of people. And once your group starts to get really busy with comments and everybody commenting and engagement, that's when Facebook starts to show your group even more. So now we get we probably get at least 100 leads a day through our Facebook group. Like, the group is growing so quickly. So it takes a little while to get there, but once you do, you start to see some great movement. And it becomes a great list builder. And your cost, and it's free. It's free advertising, guys. It's free email list building. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get better than that. Okay, taking another sip. Anybody, I want to ask a question. Let me know. I'm just going to take a sip of my water. All good? No questions? Okay, good. My next favorite method of building your list, if you really want to be a mega lead generator and you really want to build your list, Pinterest is amazing, guys. Amazing. It is such an incredible lead generator. It is probably better than any other social media site out there. Better than Instagram, better, like, it is incredible because it's targeted people. There's no, like, you have to do all these videos and you have to, like, constantly promote and they have to interact with you. It's like you post something, a great, graphic, and click on it, it takes them wherever you want to take them. So whether you're taking them to an affiliate, now you can actually be even an affiliate and put affiliate links in there, but you can take them to an affiliate product. You can take them to your opt-in page, your sales page, your website, your Facebook group, your Instagram. You can take them wherever you want. And this is, it's rapidly growing. It's actually not even a social media site. A lot of people think of it as a social media platform. It is not, because there's no conversing really with one another and interacting. So it is actually considered a search engine. Okay, people come to search stuff all the time on Twitter. Pinterest. Everybody comes on Pinterest. So, and people are looking up all kinds of stuff. They're looking, it's not just DIY. It is for everybody. Everything. If you go search something on Pinterest, you will find a ton of stuff on it. Okay, so go check it out. Look at this. In a matter of a few months, we were able to get to like almost 500,000 views. This one here, Radiant Coaches Academy, and I think it was 2 months ago. We were at, was it even 2 months? Maybe just over a month. We were only at 67,000 or 70,000 views. In a matter of just over a month and a half, we're at 373,000 views. And I bet you any money if I go there now, it's probably either 400 or more. And I just checked that last night. So incredible opportunity to get major traffic. Pinterest ads are awesome. After like 2 months, I think, that you're posting and you have an account open, they allow you to do ads on their platform. And with $300, you can go a hell of a long way. Okay, so Pinterest ads are a great opportunity to really build your list also. Okay, and we're just going to start testing that out now. I haven't done it myself. We've done it for like my team has done it for clients and stuff like that, but we've never done it for ourselves. So we're going to start testing it out for ourselves now to see what it does, to see what kind of outcome we can get from it. And we also have a Pinterest training later in this month. We're restarting our cycle because we started doing a bunch. Every month we've been doing Pinterest training. So now we start the cycle again because we have a lot of new people. So we have the first startup, the first class all over again next week, I believe it is, guys. So if you want to, participate, make sure you're set up with Thrive. Okay, your blog. Your blog is an incredible way to build your list in so many ways. One of them being is like, they come, they read your article, and then at the bottom of the article, you want to direct them somewhere, call to action. Okay, so this is an incredible way for you to build your list because they're reading something great, and now you want to give them more information. So you get them to sign up, right? So you want to make sure that you have your opt-ins all over the website in different ways. You can have it in the middle of your blog post. You can have it at the bottom of your blog post, right? So you can have it or on the sidebar also. Lots of different opportunities in different ways, but is definitely an incredible way, whether it's for your webinar or whether it's for a PDF. What's the difference between an Instagram and Pinterest personal and business account? Okay, so what's the difference between an Instagram and Pinterest personal and business account? So do you mean, are you, okay, I'm not sure if you mean Instagram. Did you just mean Pinterest personal and business account? Pinterest personal is more like for people that are just wanting to, like interact and DIY and stuff like that. The business account gives you more features, okay? Analytics. I'm not exactly sure all the different features it has, but it allows you to like embed things into your website and stuff like that. So you have more features with your business. So definitely go with the business account, especially because when it installs, like it's almost like a pixel, like Instagram, but it's not the same name, but it's almost like a pixel, like Facebook and Instagram. So you're able to put this kind of code into your website. This way, when you're doing ads, it's tracking also. So a lot of great things, especially the analytics to analyze your traffic and what people are loving the most and what you should specialize in the most and stuff like that. Let's see here. Oh, I remember one of them asking me if I wanted to go business. Great. Yes, absolutely. So yes, definitely go business. 100%. You can partner with influencers, guys. There's different types of influencers you can partner with. Like, for example, you can be, come and be a part of the Amazing Women Entrepreneurs Network as a mentor. And that is, an influencer. We're an influencer. We're a network influencer network, and so I, have a pretty big following. So you're able to come join us. It is a paid opportunity. However, it is an opportunity for you to really shine and get yourself out there, do amazing things by helping women globally. We're helping us with this amazing movement of success that we're creating and teaching people how to thrive in business and in life. But at the same time, you're getting your products and programs in front of people. You're showcasing your talents, and you're getting the experience that you want, to become part of an incredible network, right? There's also the opportunity for being, like we have like other opportunities, like books, right? Being part of a co-authored book. Yes, it is, cost to be a co-author. We have a very great program that we're going to be offering that is very, very affordable for being a actual published book, and so you can join in a co-authorship that too. And it's going to be a series of books that could definitely be picked up by the media because it's a series of books about thriving, and it's all under the Amazing Women Entrepreneurs Network. So big opportunity there for a major launch. So like I said, you can even pay influencers to promote your products or programs. If you have a specific product, you can actually pay some influencers are willing to take personal payment for you to promote them. You can approach influencers to interview you. The whole purpose is to get in front of people that are, doing better than you, that are a few steps ahead of you. They don't have to be way ahead of you. They just need to be a few steps ahead of you. And, this is like a staple thing that you hear often, like all successful influencers tell you, surround yourself around the people you want to be like, right? That are in the same shoes that you want to be in, that you're not in yet, because they pull you forward, they help you, they guide you. Right? So it's the same thing when it comes to your business. Like try to be around and connect yourself with the right people that are ahead of you that can help you to move forward. Okay? So you can approach them to interview you if you have something really valuable. Joining masterminds and group coaching programs is not only amazing for your learning for your business, it's an amazing opportunity to connect with people, to be under the right belt. Like, an influencer that, you're signing up for their mastermind or their group coaching program, chances are they're going to promote you to people. They're going to promote you because they want you to do well, right? So, or there's going to be other people in that group that are going to want to be and, want to connect with you. And now you're joining all these influencers that are all on the same page as you and understand everything that you're doing because you're doing the same thing. So a very, very incredible opportunity. I have joined tons of coaching programs, and then I've paid a lot of money for them, let me tell you, but not because I wanted to become a health coach or whatever, which is when I did, I took a health, it got me in front of my audience. And if it means me paying $4,000 to get me in front of my audience, then you know what, and take my business to the next level, then I'll do that. And I made, I don't know, 100%, probably back a lot really quickly, 100% more, 100% times that, right? So, it's incredible what you can get of just by joining masterminds and group coaching programs, not only for support, not only for guidance and learning and teaching, but for the opportunity too, because there's a lot of opportunities that come with it all the time. So then also joint venture partners. So joint venture partners are people that are, like mutual promotion, that you can, promote each other together, right? Whether they have their own Facebook group and you have your own Facebook group, and you can kind of like, I'll come do some posting on your, on your Facebook group for a day or two, and you come post on my group for a day or two, and you're going back and forth utilizing each other's audience. Or they're sending an email out about your product or program or opt-in, and then the next day or next week you could send out an email or about their product or program or opt-in, whatever, right? So you're kind of like working with one another. Something like hosting a gift giveaway. I'm sure we've all seen that. Gift giveaways where 10, 12, 20, 30 people are coming together to give these gifts. You opt in and you get access to all these awesome gifts, and everybody has to opt in for these gifts. So that's a great way to joint venture with people. And of course, A, build your list, B, get your stuff in front of people. A summit, which we're going to talk about in a minute, which is my favorite way and the fastest way that I grew my business and built an incredibly, lucrative business. Swap, like I said, swap groups and allow posts throughout the day. Swap access to each other's Instagram accounts. A lot of people do that. You go and post in somebody's Instagram account and they post in your, they take over for a day. A lot of people do that. I've never done that. I'm not sure if I like that, but it is an option. And you can do group programs together, do challenges together and stuff like that. I don't love challenges. They're great to build lists, but they're not good to get clients. I find so many people doing challenges and they never get anything out of it because you're just attracting the freebie seekers, right? So do it for list building purposes. Don't do it for expecting to upgrade people to your programs. Some people say it worked. Very, very, very seldom does it actually work. As I mentioned, hosting a giveaway, you doing a giveaway yourself, not just being part of a giveaway. Now you want to host it yourself where you're the main host, you build your list the most, and then the people that are the joint venture partners that are taking part in it, they don't get to grow their list as much because not everybody goes to sign up for everybody's gift, but the main person, in order to access these gifts, they need to get on your list, right? So that is the main person that's hosting it is going to get all the, get all the emails and stuff like that. So, oh, my image is not there. Okay, I'll show you guys. I have an image hiding somewhere. Through here where I'll show you what I did with my host and my giveaway. So another option is hosting a podcast, and that's a great way to generate leads. It takes a while. That's not something that's fast, but hosting a podcast is definitely awesome. We are actually we have a podcast specialist coming on board to the network, so we'll be teaching you guys about hosting your own podcast. Definitely going to help you with your business because it's going to get you leads. It's going to get people to subscribe for your podcast channel and all that stuff. So definitely awesome for your business also is hosting a podcast. And I'm going to tell you now how you could potentially kickstart that. So yeah, as I was saying, here's my gift giveaway. I put this in the wrong place where I had, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many people did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people. 10 people on the giveaway, and we all gave something as a gift. I built a list of 1,000. I built a list of 1,000 people on my list because everybody promotes it, right? All these influencers that are part of it have to promote it. So you don't even have to do that much promoting. Your joint venture partners are doing most of the promoting. So by doing this, they're bringing people and they build their list a little bit, but you build your list a lot, right? Because you're the main host. So 1,000, I grew with this one little event during Christmas. I built a list of 1,000 very quickly and easily. Not a lot of work involved either. So ultimately, number 11 is the fastest way to be seen as an expert and get in front of your audience is to host your own summit. Hosting a summit is beyond lucrative. It is a fantastic way. You're instantly seen as an influencer, okay? It is absolutely awesome. So a virtual or online summit is an online conference. Normally 21 or more experts are interviewed on a given topic, which viewers opt in to watch. The interviews are often free for a short period of time, such as 24 to 72 hours. I do it for 24 hours, and then I also sell an all-access pass. For your first summit, I don't recommend that. I think you should keep everything free. But if you need to help you with making some money to cover the expense of it, then you can sell the all access pass. You can make anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 easily, depending on how many people sign up for your list. So, anyways, you keep it up for 24 hours each call, and then the subscribers usually have an option to upgrade to that all access pass for unlimited viewing with some bonus features or gifts. So you usually get some extra gifts to go with it. Like, I like to give like one of my programs. Like I'm like, so you can get, for $97 or 47, whatever you want to offer, I give like a bunch of free extra gifts. I ask people to donate gifts. And then I end up having a huge slew of gifts that people end up giving away. So they come, like they get this huge basket of goodies, right? And they could be training programs, they could be ebooks, they could be so many different things. So when you have your summit, you're seen as an instant expert because you are the main host of it. You're the one who's talking all the time. They remember you. They know you as the expert because you're the person that's throwing this gala, right? Think of it as like, a ball, like a gala, right? So you are known as an instant expert. So you might be thinking you don't have a program, or you don't have a website, or you don't have a funnel, or you haven't even started yet. Okay. Well, this is why I recommend having a summit, because you don't need to have all those things in place. Okay. And I'll tell you why. And the biggest mistake I see, but let me see before I go on. Laura found you through, Laura, you found me through a summit, and now look at us. We're like the best buddies, and oh my God, I love it. And now she's part of our network, and she's one of our mentors, and like it's incredible how you can just connect with people. It's not only people that are referring to you, and it's not only the fact that you're building your list. You are connecting with incredible people that you create amazing things with together. Okay. So the biggest mistake I see is people wait to build their list or wait to have summits because they think they need to have something to sell. Okay. Or they spend too much time focusing on their website and branding, and they don't have any money left for marketing or getting clients. Guys, the last thing you need is to focus on your website. Your website is not the most important thing of your business. If you have a small budget, do not spend it on a website. Get an opt-in page and spend it on your marketing. It will be the best thing you could ever imagine. Websites can come later. People don't really care about websites these days anyways. Everybody's on social media. Or they waste money on buying these done-for-you products and programs, even though they have nobody to sell it to, instead of focusing on getting clients and marketing. Like, I want to have all these special programs, like especially health coaches. I want to have all these programs available to my clients. I want to be able to have a 6-month program, a 12-month program, but I don't know how to create it. So I'm going to go buy all these programs, spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on all this done-for-you stuff that's already ready so I can have lots to offer. You only need one thing to offer. You don't need lots to offer. You need to put your money on the right where what's going to bring you a return on investment. Having programs is not going to bring you a return on investment. Marketing yourself and getting yourself out there so people can buy that one program is all you need. Okay? So people are wasting way too much money on that. So for those of you who have not started yet and not even have started a business, and you're just starting your business, or you're just starting to get online, this is the best time for you to get started. Having a summit is the absolute best way to get yourself started. You don't need to have a business, and you don't need to have a product or program. Actually, you can actually have a summit and build a business from it. Maybe you don't know what you want to do, but you know you want to be an entrepreneur. Hosting a summit on something that you're passionate about, or something that you know a little bit of, or whatever, and then there's going to be some cool ways that you're going to learn from them to see what people really love and want, because you're going to survey these people. So we'll get into that. So the different types of summits: there's video summits, there's telesummits, right? So telesummits, well, they call it telesummits. It's really basically it's usually pre-recorded, but they used to be where they were live, people just listening on the phone. Or you just talking like an MP3, right? So you could have it live, but most of them are actually, or the new way is now all pre-recorded. But you can do live or pre-recorded. You can do them free or paid, and the paid ones are usually for, usually the bigger influencers do paid summits with other influencers, right? Because it's extremely valuable. Well, actually, no, I don't believe this baloney about it being extremely valuable. It's just because they have a following and they make lots of money. They make themselves. They have the right to, people fall for that. That archetype, I guess you could say. People fall for, you're making millions of dollars. I want to be like you, so I'm gonna pay money to hear about your, what you have to say. Even though that person that has not made millions, but really knows just as much as that person, and can do it for you for free or for very little, right? So people fall in love with this whole I like to call it almost like that Superman, that Superman idea. So in-person summits are great too, but not usually for startups, because you usually need to have a following to be able to fill them, okay, or a lot of money to spend having these kind of summits. Those are usually for people that have over 6 figures in their business. So let's talk about who benefits from summits. And basically, anyone and everyone can benefit from a summit. And for example, business coaches, health coaches, life coaches, all kinds of coaches, spiritual, financial, direct sellers, affiliate marketers, sales coaches, wellness, digital products, physical products. If you sell products on Amazon, eBay, Etsy, or Shopify, virtual assistants, freelancers, consultants, authors, the list goes on. Summits are great for everybody. And so let's talk about different types of summits for industries. So for example, if you're a virtual assistant, you can have, like, if you specialize in email marketing, well, you can have a list building summit or an online marketing summit or a visibility summit. Health coaches, healers, you can have a summit on weight loss, going gluten-free, natural remedies, fitness summit, a yoga summit. You could have a mental health summit, different. You want to be as niche as possible because you'll get better quality leads. Life coaches could have a law of attraction summit, abundance, relationship summits like, about like finding your soulmate, right? Like if you focus on relationships, manifesting summit, how to manifest, your perfect life or whatever the case is. Whatever it is that you focus on, like, anxiety summits, again, that would be like mental health. Direct sellers, if their products are weight loss products that the company that they're with, then you can have a summit on weight loss, right? You want to obviously focus to what your product does. Ultimate is the solution, right? Not the fluff of what people like. People don't usually want to buy abundance, but they want to have something. They want to achieve something specific, right? So it's always that tangible outcome that they're going to get. So essential oils, you could do a natural medicine or a natural health summit, or some Mother Earth summit, like a summit, like heal yourself with the natural healing type of summit, right? Beauty products could be anti-aging or health topics, right? So if it's a beauty product of anti-aging, then how to you look young or 10 years younger, you know what I mean? Or how to stop the aging process, whatever, right? Different types of summits. Business coaches could have client attraction summits, list building summits, sales mastery, publishing, PR, you can be specific. Financial coaches, prosperity, increase your income, how to manage finances, debt-free summit. Relationship, how to find your soulmate, how to bring passion back into your relationship. Like, you want to be specific, but you want to attract people. That's why it's about tangible outcome. What is keeping them up at night? Have a summit that's going to answer their problems. Authors, topic related to your book. Summits are great for book launches, especially pre-sales or sales, especially pre-sales, right? Because people know about your book, and you can tell them, as a special offer, you keep talking about this amazing book, and go, a penny or sell it for a penny, pre-sell it for a penny or 99 cents. And get people to buy it before it even launches. And now you can easily hit international bestseller in a heartbeat, because you don't need that many purchases, really. In reality, you don't need that many purchases to reach bestseller. So how do summits help your business and get you visible? I have to take a drink. So if anybody has another question or comment, please post it in chat while I'm sipping away here. Okay. So how do summits help your business and get you visible? You get joint venture partners, because all the people that join your summit, that are going to be speakers on your summit, they are your joint venture partners. You get a new list of targeted leads to nurture. You create new products, content for videos and blogs. Start your podcast or online show. Bonuses to add to your products and programs. Free content to give away. You're seen as an expert in your industry, and so much more. Okay. Most of all is these recordings. Like I said, you can start your podcast. Now you have or an online show, radio show, whatever. You have content for it now. So I like to do, every time I do a summit, I like to tell my clients, okay, launch your podcast at the same right after that. So you record it so that you can repurpose it right away onto your podcast. And now you're letting people know that, if you love this summit, guess what? Great news. We've decided to turn it into a podcast. So now you're going to consistently hear from us on a weekly or monthly, whatever basis. So you have so many benefits here. You're benefiting from building your list and getting in front of people. You're benefiting because you can launch a podcast, Or again, you could add these to, a product or program, sell them later, whatever the case is. Like I have over 100 recordings now from all the summits I've done, way over 100. But let's just say I have 100, that are decently to be used. I could resell. I might even do that. I might actually start putting them up for sale again for people to, because they're very inspirational and there's a ton of content that you get out of it. And mine was called The Amazing Women of Influence. And I think I have a bunch of them to show you guys here. And they were, it's talking about, I would call it the raw truth. What I call that now, because that's what's we're going to be part of our podcast. But I basically call it, we interview famous people, influencers that have done very well in their business, usually at least 6 figures or more, and or 7 figures. A lot of them do 7 figures. And we talk about what it is that, how they got to where they are at. How was it? What was their purpose of starting? How did the startup process journey go? What did they do to really propel their, their fame? And what are their top tips? And if they had to do it again, what would they do? Right? So all these awesome questions. Oh my God, everybody, like people loved this summit. I had gotten like people coming to me and saying, I can't wait till your next summit. Like people are waiting for it. And I'm like, whoa, like if people love it that much, I need to take it further. And that's why I built the network. And then that's why I decided to turn it into a podcast. So, which is really exciting. So I can't wait to get those out there. But the more niche, the better. You're better off with 1,000 targeted leads versus 2,000 that are not targeted leads. Okay. But the real beauty of hosting a summit is the opportunity to survey your list. So this is the ultimate goal, is surveying that list, because you get to find out what it is that they really care about the most. What are they dealing with? What would they spend money on? What do they really want to learn most about? Where are they struggling in their business the most? Right? So it's an incredible opportunity to speed up the opportunity for people to buy from you. You can create your signature system, products, and freebies catered to what your new audience desperately needs. Right? Your new audience are now premium targeted leads. They're no longer just on your list. Now they're targeted leads. So for instance, my summits, I ask questions. So this particular question I asked on, this is 2 summits I'm showing you here. What do you need help with most in your business? And I gave them a bunch of options, which were all some of the programs I have or services that I offer, to see which ones were the most. This particular one said client attraction was their number one thing they need support with. But believe it or not, how to be profitable from social media was the answer on the next summit that I did a few months later. The number one thing was how to be profitable with social media and how to create packages that sell themselves. Never expected that. Right? So just see how the audience was a little bit different and how much of a different answer it is. But at least you know that those new targeted leads that you have, what it is that they're interested the most, so you can right away create something, whether it's a product or program, whether it's like a group coaching, or whether it's a new service you're launching, whatever it is, you're able to tailor to that. This one, I find out what's your specialty. Like, what are majority of the people that are part of this, this new lead list of mine now? What are they? Majority of them have been coaches. So health coaches were on, the first summit. The second one was life coaches. Right? So it's unbelievable how you get to learn what it is that these people do, and what are they. This way you know who you're talking to, right? Who your target audience is. So the results I had from 4 of the Amazing Influence events, which were 3 summits and 1 gift giveaway, was I built a list of over 5,000 new contacts to my email list. Okay. And 4 clients pre-booked for the 2018, which was over 30,000. I kind of lost count, but I did a quick little count, and it's minimum of $30,000 that were pre-booked and already scheduled for 2018. So I started off 2018 already in profit by 30,000. 200 plus leads wanted to get onto my notification list, because in that survey I asked do you want to, which of my programs do you want to be on my notification list for when they launch, and they clicked off which ones they wanted. So now I had 200 plus leads that were added to my notification list for my upcoming launches of my products and programs that I already knew were definitely interested in them. My client Lisa here, she had a weight loss summit, and she had 2,500 subscribers on one summit, just one summit. She had over 2,500 subscribers. Gail had what's it called? I can't remember the name of it now, but she had a summit also that was based on diet. based on like, the non-diet way of living kind of thing. And it was 21, change your life, yes, change your life. Anyways, it was 2,100 plus subscribers from one summit. They were all dedicated people that were interested in weight loss. Rupa did vegan way of living. So she wants to, teach people how to be vegan. And these are all people, 1,700 people got on her list that are interested to learn on how to be vegan. So dedicated list of people that she can, promote to. Jill did a fitness summit. It was something about fitness, and she lost, over 2,000 subscribers. She left her job, did a summit, and she started off her business with 2,000 subscribers. So these are a bunch of different summits that I've done, just some sales pages. This one here was my very first summit that I ever did that I wasn't the host of it, but I was like the project manager, the lead on the whole project. And I did everything from the website to all the email to handling all the, all the speakers. It was 100 speakers. It was for the 100th anniversary of International Women's Day. And it was called 100 Women of Destiny Tele-Retreat. It was amazing. We had very famous people like Martha Hubbard, whatever the heck her name is, Michelle. Oh my God, why is my mind just went blank for a second. Oh, what's her name? Everybody knows her. Anyways, you can see her picture right there. Her picture's right there. I don't know if you see her, but I can't remember her name right now. But she's like planning to go for like presidency on the next. Oh my gosh, Michelle Jameson. No, something like that. Anyways, for some reason my mind just went blank. But yeah, so there's some really famous. We had some other famous actors. We had Michael Beckwith. Jack Canfield came as a guest, as a special bonus guest, surprised everybody at the end and surprised all the speakers. It was so much. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was an awesome summit, and it was my very first one. And we built a list of 1,500, and they weren't common then. That's when they were people just starting to do them. And we built a list of over 1,500. Probably more. That was what we ended off with. I think it was more than that. So some other summits just to show you. I did my Marketing Mastery Summit, which was one of the ones that I first did for myself, for my business, and which was, the first kickoff one. I did a 6-figure health coach success summit. I did a virtual assistant summit, success summit. And then that's when I started the Amazing Women of Influence. I did my first one, had some amazing people on it, some very influential multimillionaires. So you see a whole bunch of them. So imagine if you could have an audience that you could sell to, and sell your new products and services to. Like social media, it's not easy to sell, but having an email list is very easy to sell to after, because you're in front of their face and they already see you as an influencer. Yes, that's right, Kayla, you're right. That's why I met Kayla and Laura from my summits. Kayla was one of my speakers actually on my summit, right? So it's just so incredible how not only that you get to make a lot of money, in a sense where you're meeting new clients, but you also get to meet some amazing people and that, you could interact with and connect with. Hosting your summit really does take your business to the next level. In all honesty, if any of you had to come to me and say, what do I need to do to supercharge accelerate my growth of my business and to get me out there and get me visible, I'm going to tell you, stop everything and do a summit. And this is 12 years of experience of being an entrepreneur. This is me being an influencer online, having a big following, I'm not the biggest following ever, but I have a very decent organic following. And I've worked with 400 plus clients, and I've taken tens of thousands, not just 1,000 or tens of $1,000s in training, in online marketing, in business and everything. And believe me that this would be the best thing that you could possibly do for your business. Unless you have thousands of dollars to put into ads and putting into ads to really see profits, you need to see thousands of dollars a month in putting into ads. So if you really, the most affordable way, definitely a summit, 100%. It's the quickest way to build your list, quickest way to get influencer status. It helps you to build your summit, your Facebook groups and your social media accounts and everything also. So awesome opportunity. And then you can refer people to whether buy a program, you could sell, like, why not? Your first summit's all about building reputation, but you don't want to look like the person that's just trying to build their list. So definitely you want to look like an influencer and be an influencer. You want to make sure you're getting interviewed, and you want to be the main interview on the summit. You want to make sure that you're connecting with people in different ways and getting, referring them to a special program or product that is specifically geared to this summit. Unless you're just getting started and you don't have, you don't have anybody like you don't have a business yet, then that's okay. You're going to survey your people. You're going to find out what it is that they want and what they're struggling with, and you can help start building a business towards that. So a lot of great opportunity in so many different ways. So let me just open up here. Oh, we got a telephone. Okay, there we go. I'm going to make my screen smaller so we can see here. And sorry, this is a previous slide from one of my summit webinars. So yeah, this link here is still just a shopping cart. There's no sales page, but I am going to be, if anybody is interested in being part of my summit training, so you can learn how to host your own summit, build your list, on mega speed. I'll put you a link there, but I will be putting up a sales page soon and doing another webinar. But definitely, if you're interested, let me know, or you could just sign up, and definitely we can get you on there. It's a great opportunity. You learn so much, and it's a lot of fun. I love doing summits. I really do. It's not exactly a little bit of work. It definitely is a lot of work. But if you have the right guidance and the right team helping you and the right tools in hand, it'll be so much fun for you, and it'll be very profitable. So that kind of cleans it all up. Now, this is the fastest way to build your list, and there's all those different things that you can do to really supercharge and accelerate the list building. You just got to master the social media, and you have to master making sure your website is properly set up and your opt-in pages, and you know what? Screw all that other stuff and just do your summit, because a summit is phenomenal. But don't try to do a summit yourself assuming that you think what you need to do, because that will not get you anywhere. You're going to end up having a summit of only 100 people signing up, and you wasted your time, and it's not going to get you anywhere. So you want to do it right so that you have a lot of great people joining in, and you're building your list to the point where it's fruitful. And you want to have that list of at least 1,000 people. Maybe it might be a little less, maybe it might be around the same amount, a little bit more. You might even get to over 2,000 or 3,000. Really depends on the topic and who is on your summit, and what influencers you get on board, because it's important to have specific guidelines that you need to follow when it comes to having a summit. So yeah, I talked a lot, and wow, I'm surprised I managed to get that done in an hour and a half. I thought it was going to take me a couple hours tonight. But any questions? You guys have been pretty quiet, just soaking in all the information. Feel free to unmute yourself, or post it in the comment box, if in the chat box, if you want me to answer any questions for you. I've got a dry throat, so I need to take some sips of water here. No questions. Wow, I must have talked a lot. I must have really been detailed. So much amazing info, Serena. Thank you. I've got pages of notes. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Maggie. That's fantastic. Lots of great info, Serena. Thank you, Kayla. Awesome. Awesome. Anyone else? No questions. Nobody has questions about how to set anything up for list building or the social media or summits or anything like that? Wow, that's great. Awesome. That is fantastic if nobody does. If you do, I'd love to hear it, and I'd love to answer it. If not, then we can close up for the evening, and I can continue drinking my water because I am parched. Good. All right, guys. Well, fantastic. Well, I'd like to say hello, everyone. Just say hi or say bye. Unmute yourselves, and let's say good night for the evening. Hi, Bello. Oh, can you hear him? Okay, maybe you didn't mean to. All right. Okay, no problem. Let's mute you just in case. All right, guys. Okay, well, thank you once again, everyone. Have a great night. Our next, oh my gosh, what's our next class? Let me quickly check. We have another couple classes next week. We have a Pinterest class. We have an awesome self-love, self-care meditation with, let's see here, where is it? Let me just get it really quickly so I can read it to you, with Lisa. We have another amazing class with Lisa, of course. All the replays from this week, if anybody of you missed the replays, they're going to be up on the replay page. I'll be sending out an email tomorrow. to let everybody know about the replays and where to locate them. But just give me a second because Zoom is slow. And so, yeah, so our next class is, here we go, Powerful Energy Healing and Heart Activation with Lisa. Are you feeling stressed, overwhelmed, lacking focus and direction? We're going to, looks like we're going to join me as she takes us on a unique healing journey that heals at a cellular level and will leave you rejuvenated and open to life. And then the next day, we're actually going to have a vision board. Guys, we're going to be doing vision boards for our 2019 year to accelerate your path with success with Brenda. So I can't wait for that too. Next week, January 29th at 3 p.m. Lisa is the 28th at 7 p.m. Then Brenda's the 29th at 3 p.m. We're going to be doing our vision board. The Pinterest class is on the 30th at 8 p.m. with Samantha Ibarra. And then we're going to have a How to Optimize Your LinkedIn Profile is a video training that will be released by the end of the month. So lots of great classes coming up in the next week. So I hope you guys will join us. If you are just joining us and signing up through Zoom, then you will need to join the Thrive Network, Thrive class. Go to Thrive Circle, at AmazingWomenEntrepreneursNetwork.com/Thrive. Let me just send that to you guys right now in the chat box. And so that you can sign up and be on the list. You'll probably add it to the list, but just in case you don't, it's best that you just get onto it so you get access to all the links right away. And yeah, join us for all the future amazing free classes that keep coming on every month that we have every month. All right. So thanks once again, guys, everyone. Can't wait for the Pinterest class too, Maggie. That's great. Thank you. Great info and uplifting. Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. Much appreciated. Thank you. It's been great. Thank you, Maggie. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Have a great day. Night. Sorry, night. For me, it's night. Bye-bye.